uncle? What do you mean sounds like your uncle? Okay, I ranked how bad these SCPs would wreck me, and I hate some of my own calls, honestly. Screaming, cold sweat, scary-ish, and I could nap through this. So there's a bit of variety here. There's a little bit of variety. Let's get into what I think.
What kind of place is this?
So SCP-3008, I think is scary from the perspective of if you get stuck in the infinite IKEA, it's horrendous. Like, the chances of you getting out are extremely, extremely low. The SCPs within it are, like, kind of hostile. It's like the entities on the inside. And the fact that people are having to, like, survive in this place for eternity and deal with them attacking them every night, I actually think that's quite scary. Like, the tricky thing with this SCP is that they realize that all the people in there are coming from, like, different dimensions at some point. I don't know if I would put this in the very top category. Even Death doesn't want this one. But I think it definitely sits somewhere around, like, the top to middle for me. I think this one is probably a screaming for me. We're setting the bar with our first one here.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Okay, this next one is SCP-4666. I'm pretty sure that's the Yule Man, right? And I friggin' hate this SCP. Yeah, this is the Yule Man. Okay, so this SCP is disgusting. It's basically a really creepy take on, like, kind of a Christmassy tale. It's essentially an SCP that comes into your house. It incapacitates a bunch of, like, the family members in the house while they're sleeping, and then it herds them into a single room. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it murders everyone in the room and then snatches the kid. Am I right in thinking that, guys? I'm pretty sure that's what this one does. It's like a kidnap, hostage murder situation. This one is horrific. And I also find the thing really creepy about this one is it, like, spies on you from outside the house for a little bit. And I hate that. I hate that. That one's really nasty. That's what the Yule Man does. Yeah, he creepy dude. Sounds like my uncle. What do you mean sounds like your uncle? Oh my God, call the police. Do I think this is screaming, or do I think this is, like, even Death doesn't want this one? It might be even Death doesn't want this one, man. Like, this one's horrible. This one is really bad. I think this does go in the top tier. I'm top tiering this one. This one is very, very scary.
What's your offer?
Okay, next one we have is SCP-106. This is the Old Man. So for those who don't remember the Old Man is a classic. This is an SCP that can, like, it comes from, like, another dimension, essentially, or it has a pocket dimension, as it were. And it will appear into the world through, like, black, like, sludges of goop. And it will grab you and it will pull you into its dimension. And then it will either leave you in there for barely any time at all or for a very long time, but it takes pleasure in, like, torturing you and letting you die, basically. So it's pretty horrific. I kind of hate this one. It's very vengeful and very hateful. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like SCP-4666 is worse. This is a cold sweat for you? No way. Depends on the canon. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, different takes on SCP-106 as well, so it's kind of like, it kind of depends. I think I'm gonna put screaming. I'm still, like, relatively new to SCPs. We're a year in. Out of the ones I've seen, I still think the Yule Man is worse.
I call it bold and brash.
Okay, next up we have Peanut. So that is SCP-173. I don't think I'm necessarily super scared of Peanut. I think I'm overconfident. I think I'm doing that I could land a plane in an emergency scenario logic here. This is the SCP where if you look away from it or you blink, it will essentially, like, snap your neck, right? And there's an element of fear to that, right? But I feel like I can handle it. I feel like I could handle it, you know? Just give me, like, a squad of, like, four other people. We'll go in and I think we'll be fine. Yeah, it's very Weeping Angel-esque. Thank you. That's a very good comparison. Weeping Angel is the best way of putting it. I think cold sweat. I think this is our first cold sweat. I'm not super scared of it. I am scared of it if it gets to, like, the scenario where there's more than one of them. If that's the case, hell no. But I think just SCP-173 on its own, I'd say it's just a cold sweat.
Let's go practice medicine.
Okay, so SCP-049. Now, this is the doctor that wears a plague doctor mask, is going after something called the petulance. The petulance, I think that's what it's called. And it believes that all humans have the petulance in them. He's trying to cure them, but also, guy's a bit delusional. It's just kind of murdering people. The pestilence, not petulance. I think petulance is farting. The pestilence, thank you. But no, that didn't happen, okay? That didn't happen. I said it right the first time, okay? He's not super scary, though. I wouldn't put him in screaming. I think he sits more around cold sweat for me. He's kind of cute. Yeah, I think it's cold sweat.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Okay, next up, guys, we have SCP-058. Is this called Heart of Darkness? I think this is called Heart of Darkness. This one sucks. Can I just say, this SCP sucks. It's like a tiny... I don't even know if I could call it tiny. It's like a heart. If a heart was merged with a scorpion and like vines covered in thorns that like whip around is basically this one. It has a horrific voice. It is very scary. It's very aggressive. It's very fast and very resilient. And it's just awful. It's like very spider-like. I hate it. It can run at like 90 kilometers an hour. It's disgusting. This thing sucks. It sucks, bro. I think if this thing was coming after me, I would definitely be screaming. I'd probably be dead. I'm going to be real, but I would also be screaming. Very, very creepy. I don't think it's creepy enough to go in even death doesn't want this one, but I would definitely be screaming if this thing came after me. So I'm going to chuck this one into the screaming column, I think. I think that's valid.
They want to be the dominant species on the planet!
Next up, we have SCP-6448, and this one is not deer. Now, I actually think this one's disgusting. It's like basically a disgusting creature that is shaped like a deer, but it can like steal human like tech and tools and all that. And it kind of tries to like pose as a human. The main thing I dislike about this SCP is the fact that it walks on two legs. I don't like things that do that. Things that look normal. I don't like things that do that. I don't like humans. No, I don't like things that like a bit skinwalkery, right? I don't like that. I don't like anything Uncanny Valley. And this like sits in a weird character for me, like category for me of like deer shouldn't be walking around on two legs, bro. I think it's extremely creepy and nasty. Screaming, this thing makes me fear all day. Yeah. I would not like to be around this one. Screw that. Get it away from me. Got SCP-999. Now this one, okay. We're all sitting here and we're thinking, oh, SCP-999, oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. You gotta remember something. This is the tickle monster, okay? If you don't like tickles, this thing is actually a nightmare, all right? People overlook this all the time, okay? I hate tickles. Tickling is a form of torture, guys. Tickling is a form of torture. You need to remember this. And very specifically in this SCP's file, it says that this SCP does not stop sometimes when you ask it to, okay? So this we do have to remember. Scary-ish at worst. I think this is very dependent on how you are with tickling. If tickling does not mess you up, you will be fine with this SCP. If tickling messes you up, this is a very bad SCP. I don't quite think it's scary-ish. I also don't think I could nap through this. I'm going to be honest. Tickling is horrific. I hate it.
Are you
It's the worst. Yeah, I'm not a fan of tickling. I think for the sake of this, I'm going to put it in the bottom category, but I am putting it in there with a caveat that you guys are sleeping on the fact that this thing could like tickle torture you. You are sleeping on it, okay? This thing could mess you up. Oh my gosh. I think there is an element of horror in there, okay? I think there's an element of horror. I think it's getting glazed over a little bit because people are saying stop and it's not stopping. Suffocation. Imagine if you got suffocated from tickling, dude. That's horrific.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
Next up, we have SCP-2316. Oh boy. This is kind of messed up. This one's kind of messed up. Am I right in thinking that this one is confined to a very specific location? This SCP is essentially a group of human corpses that float in a small group on like the surface of the water, right? People that see them, it will appear to be people that you know. And I think that element of it is very scary. The fact that it's people that you know. And my question is like, how likely are you to interact with this? This is horrific. Like if I saw this, I would probably be screaming. But I don't know if you like what the chances are of interacting with this, you know? Scary-ish, yeah. I don't know. I think this is cold sweat because like this is pretty horrific. And I feel like this would get you very easily as well, right? Like even if you did encounter this, like this would mess you up pretty quick. It's limited to one body of water. Oh, it's just one body? I think it has to be scary-ish then. If it's just like in one place, that's not that bad. The implication of how the body's got in the water is the scary part. Yeah, I don't like that. I think it's scary-ish. Like, it is scary if you interact. Same thing with, like, 3000, right? If you interacted with this, it would be horrific. But I probably don't think you're going to interact with this. I think it's kind of fine. I think it's kind of on its own. It moves. It moves. Okay. This is getting scarier. This is getting scarier. If it moves and it's not just in one set location, nah. I hate that. That's screaming for me.
We'll build a bar right here in Super Jail.
Next up, we have SCP-2701. Basically, it's a cell. You get put into it, and it's like complete sensory deprivation. It puts you in like a timeless void, but the amount of time that it feels like on the inside is like 7 times what the time you're in it is from the outside, right? So you could be put in it for an hour and it would feel like 7 hours. The scary thing about this SCP, and I guess this is less of a threat now, is that they found that a prison warden was like abusing this. They were taking in prisoners, putting them in it for hundreds of years, and the people were just coming out like brain as mush. It's like Red Reality, but like you come out at some point, but like, are you even like mentally there at the point that you come out, right? I also think what's scary about this one is the fact that it can be abused pretty badly. Like the fact that it has been abused pretty badly and it still can is like, ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. How do I feel about this one? How do I feel about this? We put Red Reality in screaming. I think this is a bit worse than Red Reality for the simple fact of like the abuse factor, right? I also think the fact that you come out of it is actually kind of worse than staying in it. And in Red Reality, you're like unraveling. But in this, it's just like full sensory deprivation. Like, I don't know. I think this is worse. I don't think I would want to come out of this. But also knowing that you just like pop into existence again at some point and the world will have changed. And you will have changed a lot. I don't like that. I think this is worse than death. I think this is actually worse than Red Reality personally because of the abuse factor, because of the fact that you come back out. Like, it's just awful. It's not chill.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
We have 2 classics. So we have SCP-096. This is Shy Guy. Absolute classic. Shy Guy is basically like this really skinny humanoid kind of SCP, but it's also kind of like messed up. Gets really, really angry whenever someone sees its face, right? And it will like relentlessly hunt them down and kill them regardless of like distance or obstacles, right? I think the scary thing about Shy Guy is the fact that you can see a picture of Shy Guy and it will still come for you, right? That's the bit I don't like about Shy Guy. That's kind of nasty. Just close your eyes forever. Problem solved. I think it's also the fact that it can like catch you off guard, right? Chances of you seeing stuff isn't super likely, but I don't like the you could just see a picture and it can get you, because I think that's kind of messed up. It also implies that someone could put a picture of it out there like on social media and then you're just screwed. Right? Like that element of thinking about it is pretty horrendous. Imagine someone showing you a picture of him and saying it's a prank, bro. Just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. No, mate. I think this is cold sweat. It's not like quite screaming because the chances of you seeing it aren't super high, but like the chances of you getting screwed over by it randomly are quite high in my opinion. I don't like that.
All right, who's not dead? Sound off.
SCP-035. I don't think this is a screaming for me because it's not quite at that level yet. Ooh, no, I think it's a hefty cold sweat. I think it's very scary. I think it is very scary, but it's not quite at the point that it's horrific yet. This is not a fun SCP. I don't like that. It's close to screaming for me. It is very close to screaming. Yeah, that's the list. If you made it all the way down here, you clearly hate sleeping as much as I do. So I already picked one that pairs perfectly with the mood that you're in right now. It's right there. Tap it and we keep going. Oh, and don't forget to hit the bell. Not just subscribe. Otherwise, YouTube won't tell you when I'm back. And I'll be stuck down here in the dark all by myself.